China, Taiwan stocks slump as Pelosi visit Looms. Asian markets tumble. Chinese and Taiwanese shares plummeted on Monday ahead of a probable experience through U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi to Taipei, at the same time as Hong Kong and RSQUO's Hang Seng Index led losses throughout Asian markets. Investors had been wary of political tensions stemming from Pelosi and RSQUO's capacity experience to Taiwan, which has been vehemently adverse by means of China. The House of Representatives Speaker is presently on a tour of Asia. Reports mention that each Taiwanese and U.S. officers had stated that Pelosi should visit the United States this week, regardless of warnings from China over the sort of circulate. U.S.-China family members are already at a low point because of Beijing and RSQUO's ties with Russia. U.S. officers mentioned Beijing and RSQUO's responses to the meeting could encompass Navy action, or different, and LDQUO, spurious, and RDQUO, legal claims. As of 2218 ET 0218 GMT, the Taiwan-weighted benchmark index shed 1.8%, even as the Chinese blue-chip index dropped extra than 2%. The Shanghai Composite Index also dropped 2.4%. Most different Asian bourses fell sharply, with Japan and RSQUO's Nikkei 225 down 1.6%. Hong Kong and RSQUO's Hang Seng Index tumbled 2.9%, with actual property and technology stocks weighing the maximum. Property developer Country Garden Holdings Company Limited (HK) 2007 and cell phone maker Xiaomi Corp. (HK) 1810 had been the worst performers at the index, down 6.2% each. The Australian benchmark index dropped 0.6% in advance of an extensively awaited interest rate hike through the Reserve Bank later within the day. The hike, as a way to be the RBA and RSQUO's biggest improve this year, comes because the bank struggles to cut down growing inflation. Tuesday and RSQUO's sell-off in Asian shares is essentially a follow-up to a susceptible overnight consultation on Wall Street, in which combined U.S. production records drove the primary indexes lower. The S&P 500 dropped about 0.3% on Monday. Asian stocks had additionally began the week on a tender be aware, after records showed China and RSQUO's production sector had abruptly contracted in July. Dismal production readings from Asia and Europe have also raised concerns over a capability global recession. The United States has already logged 2 consecutive quarters of bad increase.